Welcome. In today's lesson, we're going to cover Google advertising, mainly the targeting within Google Ads. But first, I need to give my quick rant for any of these videos involving Facebook or Google Ads. If you're not coming in there with a substantial budget, I wouldn't recommend using either of these channels. It's been made very evident that if you're not willing to spend a lot of money with either of these channels, it's going to be a very hard uphill battle for you. As an agency, I recommend any of my clients that are doing that sort of advertising, they spend at least $30,000 a month. If you're not going to be spending that much, you might want to reconsider some different marketing channels. And there are a lot of options there. So you need to have a substantial budget, and you also need a Google Ad account where you can do your customer lists, where you can actually upload data and create audiences with them. And a lot of accounts won't give you access to that until you spend a substantial amount. So this video will cover audiences that you can create with your customer lists, as well as retargeted campaigns, as well as some keyword campaigns. So it'll be helpful. But just wanted to get that stipulation out of the way. Okay, let's dive in. So just to show you what the data kind of looks like, this is an example spreadsheet for emails and phone numbers, but all you really need is just a list of the email addresses, and at the top here, just have email all lowercase, and then phone all lowercase, and then just have your list going on down, and all you need. So within Google, in your audience manager, there's this little blue circle here. Click that, and then click customer list. We'll start with customers. Obviously, you can name this whatever you like. I'll just call it customers then. And then choose file, customers. This data was collected and is being shared within compliance with Google. Make sure you read that. Make sure that's all on the up and up. And then upload and create. Successful. Okay, done. And then do once more for your subscribers, customer list. Sub Sandia. And we're going to have another video covering the business-to-business marketing. This is just kind of business-to-consumer ads on subscribers. Agree. Upload and create. Okay, done with that. It's actually website visitors. We click that one. So website visitors, 7 days. And again, you can name that whatever you like. If you have this pixel on multiple domains, you want to make sure that you have it targeting just that domain. So pre-filled from the last 30 days, yes. People stay in this audience for 7 days, right? Because 7-day targeted audience. Right? No description, create segment. Oh. Yeah, but you put your domain in there. Segment. And I'll create one. 30 days here. Take this other page. "30 days, good. Create segment. Probably just need those two, so we'll start with those for now. Okay, so we can now see that we have a 7-day audience that we can target. That's still populating, but we have a list of customers. The list was about 16,000. So out of that, we can target 6,700 of them on search, and same on YouTube, and then 6,200 on display, and then Gmail. Still really small. That still might be populating, but that's a fairly good sized audience. And then you have, where's the subscribers? Let's do fix out here. Subscribers, you have that was a much bigger audience. I think it was like closer to 60,000, but we have 18,000 of them are able to be targeted on search, and same with YouTube, and then 15,000 on display, and then Gmail. I think it's still populating. So those are all pretty good sized audiences. So let's go ahead and create some campaigns here. So if you just click on campaigns, this will show up. If you have any previous campaigns that you've done, they would show up here as well. And just click create campaign, new campaign. So this, you always want to go after sales. Again, it's always about conversions and actual ROI, right? If this is a newer pixel, that just went on your website and you don't really have a lot of traffic or a lot of conversions where that pixel has been on that site, it's going to be hard for Google to really kind of deliver many impressions because it doesn't know which members of those audience most likely to convert on your site, right? So for a newer site, you might want to do a website traffic campaign just to get some sales in the door and get some traffic to your site, so there's enough data there for Google to read. But generally what you want to do is get that pixel and conversion set up on your site right away, kind of first thing, as we kind of covered in that first video. And hopefully you're getting some traffic and some conversions from some other sources. Google's collecting that sort of information, and that's going to get you on a head start. So if you don't really have any conversions in the door or a lot of traffic to your site, do a website traffic campaign. Otherwise, pretty much always stick to sales. Or if you're doing leads, that could be potentially one, like for my own business, like, I want people to sign up for a consultation or whatever it might be, but generally we're going to be doing sales. So sales. Yeah, go ahead and you're going to have, these are basically all the conversions from your website. Unless you're an agency and you're doing a lot of different conversions on your site, generally you just want to keep that as is. It's pretty much going to use all your possible conversions for data to kind of optimize the campaign. So continue. And we're going to start with a display, which are basically just image ads, but they've really made some improvements on them, and they're pretty effective. Video ads, I generally kind of don't use those quite as much. They can be great if you're doing this kind of audience targeting where, I think we had something like 8,000 people that we're targeting. So that's a very, very limited number of people that we're targeting. So in that case, you might want to do display, definitely, video campaign, and search campaign. You can definitely A/B test these across the board. I would say search is probably, that's a very small number for a search campaign because you're going to give it certain keywords. So if someone's in the audience of 6,000 to 8,000 people, and they search for, let's say CBD or sleep aid, right? Again, we're using that category as an example. How many people out of 6,000 to 8,000 are really searching for CBD or a sleep aid on a daily basis? It's going to be very limited, so that probably wouldn't work too well. If you have a much larger audience of, say 100,000 plus, that could be a possibility. And you might have that with your subscribers as well. Just, I would say display is definitely probably going to be the main way to go starting off with this. But video, if you have a lot of quality video content for your business, video could be something that you might want to A/B test as well. So, standard display campaign, yes. Let's put my website in here. Name your campaign what you like. United States. In particular, to your business, if you're doing some worldwide stuff, then that's worth considering. But generally, you kind of want to just stick to the United States. Targeting, people have shown interest in your target locations. That's a really wide net for what Google considers. So I would say people in or regularly in your targeted locations is a better option. English, good. That's all good. Cool. This is way too high of a budget for that that size audience, but I'll just put a bit in here for an example. Conversions, automatically maximize conversions. I will often put a target cost per action on here. So what is the most that you're willing to spend per conversion? So obviously you don't want to spend, and anyone will try and put the minimum amount here, but you really want to kind of be realistic about it. Give it a range. So whatever your customer acquisition cost that you're comfortable spending, put that in here. So just put. Well, okay. So we said the average customer was buying $50 in our customer demographic example, right? So let's say your profit margin's 50% on that. Let's just say $10. Okay. Again, this is something you kind of want to test and optimize ongoing, but. Optimize targeting set for you. Yeah, let's go now targeting. and then audience segments. Customers, here we go. Okay, so here's your customer list that we added, so done. So that just means that the ads that we're creating here are only going to be shown to the people within that audience that we've created, okay? You turn this off, optimized targeting. That basically means they're able to show the ad to more people that are kind of similar to your audience. We don't want that, because that's kind of up to Google's discretion of what they consider similar, right? Good. Something you can A/B test. It's just in my experience, I've never really had great results with it. So demographics, now we're good. So generally, it's just you want to show the ad to everyone that's in the audience that you're targeting, right? You can filter that down, but you really need a substantially sized audience to do that. So just leave all this the same. Okay, now we get into the ad creation. Really, so there's two types of ads you can do this with display. Responsive display ads, which I really recommend. Those are kind of the way to go. Or just standard display ads, which are just images, which also can deliver really, really profitable results. So we'll start with a responsive display ad and then show some standard display ads. So let's go and look at your customer demographics, right? This is kind of our go-to for any kind of marketing we're doing, remember? So we have the customer demographics. We have sort of SEO keywords, which probably won't be needed too much in this. And then we have our swipe file, our good old swipe file. So we've already, I'm going to have the examples in here for the Facebook ads that we've created. Not that you need to have created Facebook advertising, but this is kind of like we've already gone through this ad copy that we've collected and sort of already merged it, with other things, right? So this is the ad copy that we thought would work well for Facebook. There's definitely going to be some good stuff in there. This would probably be the first thing we would go to as far as creating the ads or Google Ads. So now it has some old images in here. So let's see here. See if this is sized correctly. Obviously, in these images, you want to we can change that a little bit. Okay. So we're going to have, what I just did is I just selected this for the logos here. So let's see. Turn these off. Turn these off. Boom, boom. Save. And you can have up to 5 different logos. So if there's different variations that you want to try out, you can definitely do so. What's also cool with these responsive display ads is you can add videos in here as well. So, if you have YouTube videos that you want to add in, instead of just doing a separate video campaign, basically you can have videos as part of your responsive display ads. Videos aren't necessarily required, but they're definitely something worth considering adding. Okay, so I'm now adding images for the ads, and then let's see here. Oh, no, I need to upload. That's what I need to do. So again, we're going to the customer demographics. We know they're women, Santa Monica, right? We know their pain point is sleep issues. So I'm just going to upload a lot of these and see. These probably haven't been sized correctly for Google, so some of them will probably get rejected. Let's just try this. Try that one. That one. Okay. Okay, yeah, some of them didn't make it, but that's okay. It's good. Okay, select your ratios. Both good. Boom, 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 boom. Fine. Two ratios. These are just generic kind of stock images. Obviously, you can get your own images, done, or you could Photoshop images. I have the maximum number. Okay, so that's a good amount, I suppose. Yeah, 15. So you can have up to 15 images in your ad. So I have 15 images. I think 2 logos. Pretty good. feel free to add more logos. It's definitely. And then how many headlines? Oh, yeah, 5 headlines. Okay. So very similar to Facebook in all regards. Descriptions. I mean, really, you could use all the same headlines and descriptions that you're using within Facebook, but we'll do some variety here. So, okay. So let's get some descriptions here. Time to get better sleep, struggling to sleep. Okay, both really good. These are kind of ones we collected earlier for the Facebook ads, but definitely let's do that one. Struggling to sleep. Okay. Copy and paste, copy and paste. With the headlines, we want to make sure that the main keywords are capitalized. So time, lowercase for the 2, and then uppercase for sleep. Just helps them stand out a little bit more, and actually will help with your click-through rate. For deeper, I'm going to write to slumber. That's good. Copy that. A little too long, so you'll have that happen sometimes. So we'll just go. Boom. There they come. Boom. Okay, so that's exactly 30. Spaces right there. Good. That's okay. A little too long, but let's check. Okay, so we have a longer headline here, up to 90 characters. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look. That's a little long here, but let's see if we can edit it down here. So you can see how initially we collected all these pieces of ad copy from other websites and your competitors and whatnot, but now that we're actually creating the ads with it, we're blending it together, we're changing it, we're creating something new with it. So you can just kind of see the process here. And then we have 20 characters left in this one. So this is your customer base. So you don't really want to promote a coupon, although you can. This might be something that you could sort of A/B test. That'll probably increase your sales a bit. But generally, with your customer base, they've already purchased from you. They know your brand. Hopefully, they like your product, right? So they're going to be pretty responsive. This is actually going to be the most responsive audience. It generally delivers the highest amount of conversions as well. But you could put, something like. So just so you're kind of filling that whole space of the 90 characters. Otherwise, you might have a little bit of white space in your ads, and kind of want to avoid that whenever possible. Okay, and this is descriptions. So these are longer descriptions, basically very similar to the long headline and size. Okay. So now this one's pretty good. Again, these are the ads that we were using previously for the Facebook ads, but still very. Oftentimes, if you have an exclamation point at the end, sometimes for whatever reason Google takes issue with that. So just have a period. Okay, where can I use that one? Good. Good. Well, if you're doing the coupon offer, you definitely add that in here. So there's that. Let's go ahead and look through the ad copy a little bit more, or our swipe file, and see what we can, if there's some more stuff that we can pull. It's nearly 90 characters, so it's pretty solid. I can have a CBD right there, so. Five characters, that's pretty good. So we have, the stuff that we pulled from Facebook. Maybe we've been running Facebook ads for a while, and we know that these ads, this ad copy is very effective, right? So definitely we want to test that within Google. So we have, and we added some new ad copy. It's going to be just something we test out. A few good headlines there. We have 15 images and 2 logos. Obviously, you can add some more logos if you want. And then I'll put this here just. Oh, they already have videos? Yeah. I don't think I even added videos. Why is it weird? Yeah, it says I added videos, but if you have videos, you definitely consider adding those as well. And then on occasion, what it's going to do is play the videos, and then it's going to test all the different images, all 15 different images across the board, see which ones get more clicks, see which ones get more conversions, and then push the one that's delivering the best results to the forefront, right? So we didn't really add too much about the demographics here. This could be, for this sort of ad, it's your previous customers, right? So you definitely put your branding at the forefront, and it should get a good response. You definitely include ad copy where it's based more off the demographics, where it's Santa Monica, use Santa Monica wording, unique offer to Santa Monica. And if you really need to push a sale, you can always do the coupon thing. But I would say hold off on that until you're targeting your subscribers. So let's see. Can I go back here? Yeah. Campaign settings. Oh, targeting. Okay. So for basically that campaign, you would run that ad. That would be considered just a single ad within Google as well, within one campaign. So you can obviously just run that single ad, but you can create different variations. So it's your customer base, you're targeting. So you have the ad like we had set up before. You have one that's using a lot more of the coupon offers, right? And then one that's using just Santa Monica images. And then so for each one of those, let's say you have 15 images each, 2 logos, 5 headlines, 5 descriptions, times 3, right? Google's going to test all of those to see which variation of all 3 of those is going to give you the best results and most conversions, okay? So that would be one campaign that's already set up. For your subscriber base, same exact thing. Just create a campaign, and then campaign settings, United States only, English, that's fine. Budget, again, I put the $1,000 in here. If, $1,000 overall, you can split that up across your customer targeting, your subscriber targeting, and your retargeting. I mean, that's $250, $300 something a day. It'd be probably deliver you pretty good results. And just the huge advantage you have with this is the targeting. So you want to make sure that you have the customer list set up on your ad account, and you're able to, and you have a pretty substantial budget to spend. Okay, so everything's the same. And then for your audience targeting, okay, there it is. So there's the customer list or the subscriber list that we created. 15,000, that's good. So subscribers. To make sure this is off, Google always tries to trick you and automatically turns it on. You don't want to reach outside of your subscriber audience. Again, if you want to A/B test it, you certainly can, but we just want to target people within this audience. So that. And then this is this is the same ad that we just created. So if you wanted to, you could clone your customer campaign, and then just edit. Just go through here and okay, here's the ad we just created. If you like all the images, you can just do a variation. Again, not needed, but if you're just might be a little bit quicker for you. So if we had a couple different ads for your customer campaign, you just go in here and just create some variations. So for your subscriber list, your subscriber targeting, they're interested, right? They're interested enough to subscribe to your email list, but they haven't made that jump to actually becoming a customer, right? So there's some friction there as to why they haven't made that jump. Sometimes it can be price. So for these ads, what you can do is offer your coupon, and we know that the most popular or the most effective coupon is the 25% off, right? So push, maybe the 25% off coupon. Push an upsell, maybe free shipping on orders over $50 or something like that. Product upsell, free item with a purchase, whatever it might be. And so you can test those different variations, right? For this, your branding is definitely going to be important. Definitely use some product images in there if you like, but really the focus would be more your consumer demographics, right? So your, they're female, Santa Monica, images like that probably get a pretty good response. But they are going to also recognize your branding. So, this would just be something that you sort of A/B test now. Going through, changing up this ad copy, adding some more coupon offers, something that really kind of would push them into sales. I'd say just offers to really kind of push them over. So that is one sort of campaign. Again, you can do a variety of ads. This is 5 headlines, 5 descriptions, 15 images. If you want to do a variety, you certainly can, to get those subscribers that kind of go over to and become your consumer base. Okay, so that's customer, and then your subscribers, and then we're going to do one for your 7-day retargeted audience. Again, you could just clone a campaign and make some changes. That'd probably be much easier route to go down, but you can also, 7 days. So this is just the one. So these are people that visited your website in the last 7 days, and then done. Good. Good. And see, Google just automatically turns this on all the time, so I don't know what's going on there. Just make sure that's off. Next. And you would have the ads here from your clone campaign, or if you want to create a new one. So same concept, kind of as the sign up, but these are people that visited your website, so there is some interest there, right? But they have not signed on to your email list, and they have not purchased anything. So as far as tiers of importance go, customers are most likely to buy from you again because they've already purchased from you, right? They already like your product. Subscribers, there's a good amount of interest there. They signed on for your email list. They know who you are. Website visitors, they might know who you are. They've been to your website, but it's the conversions are usually a little bit lower with that. So for this, you really want to kind of push some sort of incentive that really kind of gets them signed on, okay? And it's really probably the best way to go about this would be just to clone your subscriber campaign and make some changes there, so that you're pushing the coupon maybe a little bit more, because price could be a big thing for resistance there. But also, once they're out of the 7-day retargeting, after it's been 7 days, their conversion rates really drop pretty dramatically. I don't even do 30-day retargeting campaigns generally. It's 7 days, and then after that, it's you can run campaigns for specials or big sales to the 30-day audience or later, but you really kind of want to get those 7-day customers signed on. So what you want to do is just really push, any sort of sale. Make sure that you make time a factor. So when you're doing the wording for let's try and add words like very limited time only, 25% off sale ends at midnight. last day of our 25% off. So things like that. So you're really trying to push them, have a timer on there and get them to take action, right? So that's the sort of targeting you want to do for the display ads. Again, you can that sort of targeting you can do for your search campaigns as well and video campaigns. But really, I find these sorts of ads they sort of go all over the internet. There's just a million places these things can end up. They're the best way to go. So you have your core customer campaign, right? Really push your branding. Definitely test a few different sort of ads. No need to push sales too much. This would be kind of your golden list, right? You don't want to oversaturate with these people's ads. Your customer list. It's considered the most valuable, really. If you have a new product that's coming out, or you have a big sale, or you have a product that you need to kind of push, those are the sort of campaigns that you would do for targeting your customer list, because they're going to deliver a higher amount of conversions generally, right? But you just don't want to oversaturate. You don't want to always kind of hit them over the head with ads so much. Subscriber list, you can continue to run ads for your subscriber list. Definitely don't want to oversaturate it by any means, but that the whole premise of your subscribers is to push them over, give them an incentive to become part of your customer base. Okay. Retargeting ads for 7 days. Think of it as more of a time crunch. So hurry, limited time offer, sign up now. That sort of wording with the ad copy, because after the 7 days, the conversions drop pretty dramatically. So yeah, that would be a lot of this would apply. I'm not going to make a separate thing for the video campaigns, but let me let's see here. Go and create. But the basic display ads, really, it's all going to be kind of your graphic designer that's doing most of the work there. Let me just see if this. So just going back to ads, I'm just going to show you some basic display ads. Upload display ads and copy existing ads. Let's see what we got here. So upload upload display ads. All you would do is just have your domain or the landing page URL right here, and then you would upload the images. Just click Files to Upload, and then let's see here. I want to see. Do they have? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so make sure you check this. Probably want to check this, definitely before you actually get these images created. So there's, certain sizes that you want to have for your images. And really the main ones to use are the 250 by 250. Those are the most popular as far as delivering conversions go. They can be displayed on both your desktop and cell phone. And a lot of these can't, right? So a lot of these are just strictly mobile, or a lot of these are just strictly desktop. So that can be a bit limiting. But, create a variety if you like. The other option is the 200 by 200. That's also both desktop and mobile. So I would say, kind of stick to these two image sizes. And then, but you're welcome to test out any of these sizes. And really what you want to have is, okay, where are the images, right? Look at the swipe folder that you have. If there's any images in there that you've collected, see what all the major brands are doing as far as even product images or special offering images, just whatever you collected, because it can give you some good ideas. Outside of that, depending on who you're targeting, if you're targeting your customer base, branding, right? Branding at the forefront, so your logo, have that really prominent there. If you're pushing a new product, have the new product in the image. And then consumer demographics within the image. And also the name of your company somewhere in there. So for mine, it'd be Deep Sleep. So I would have, maybe in the corner, just have it say Deep Sleep. Sometimes your ads can get turned down if it doesn't say clearly what your company is. Okay, so outside of that, you'll have a little bit of space to add some text, but really this is like 1 or 2 words. Like struggling to sleep, that might work well. But sometimes it's not really so much about pushing the sale in the display ads. It's really getting them to click and visit the landing page, and then having the landing page with information to actually get them to convert. So ease into sleep naturally. That could be some good text to have. Your image. I'll show you some of mine that I've done from my own site, and then you just really got to kind of keep it pretty minimal. But let's Let's take a look at some of the ones I've done here. And then, so these are just a few ads that I've created for my own website, just to give you an idea of how the size of the ad copy and everything. Let's see here. This is what, 300 by 50. Okay, let's see if we can. Yeah, you can't really see that, but just great marketing. Jesse Grillo. Click here now. JesseGrillo.com. That's that's kind of a lot of ad copy for an image of that size, and that's was it 300 by 50 pixels? So yeah, it's very small. So you can't really get. Okay, so here's one for 250 for 250, right? Jesse Grillo, just great marketing. Click here now. JesseGrillo.com. That's the extent of it, right? So you might want to have, your URL. If we had the logo for the Deep Sleep, use that. Deep Sleep is here to help. Struggling to sleep, that could be a good one. You're looking at like 2 or 3 letters, maybe 4 letters. Yeah, Easy to Sleep Naturally, that could be a good one for these sort of images. But really, it's going to be a graphic designer kind of creating some variations here. 250 by 250 or 200 by 200 is probably the main size that you want to go after. Have your logo in there if possible. Nothing too complicated. Definitely a call to action as well. Just click here now. Pretty standard. I think these were some of the more successful ads too. Let's see here. You can definitely use a lot of variations here, but it's kind of the idea for the display ad. So try some images. What's great with these campaigns is you can try the responsive display ads, and you can create standard display, just image ads like the ones here within the same campaign, right? So you'll know if maybe this is a great image. Maybe a graphic designer designs a really great image, and delivers the best results. But what's cool about the responsive display ads is they kind of display the ad on all the different potential sizes where you can show the ads, right? So you'll be able to find out what size works best and what images works best, and you can kind of A/B test. Once you kind of have that data, maybe you can have your graphic designer create some additional ads based off of that information, right? And then add those in the campaign. With all this, it's all about optimizing, right? So run that for a few weeks, see what ads are delivering the best results, create more of those ads, improve, right? So it's kind of collecting that initial data that is really the most important. So yeah, so we got display ads, the targeting involved with that. We're now going to dive into some search ads that don't go after your previous customers, your subscribers, or your targeted audiences. They're just general keyword campaigns. And check that out now. Okay, so if you're back in your campaigns, you would click the little box right here, new campaign. Sales, that's what you're going to go after. And you can have all your conversions in there, very similar to your display ads. And then before we click display, this time it would just be search. Website visits. Let's say. I guess I'll use my domain for now. Whatever you like. Continue. Conversions. Do an optimal cost per conversion if you like. I'm just assuming, going off the customer demographic examples, it's $50. It's the average purchase amount. So I'm just going to put the target cost per conversion at $10. You leave this blank, or you can put a different number in there to help me. I usually just like to stick, for these sort of campaigns, it would be just the search network. And then it's kind of a tough call. Really, if you don't use the Google search partners, you're not going to get nearly as many impressions, and Google just it almost feels like they're just punishing you for not, using as many impressions as possible. So what, you can leave this blank, you can leave this clicked or not, but for this example, we'll go ahead and keep it going. Yeah, but don't have the display network running for this sort of campaign, because they'll just put your ad everywhere. Not everywhere, but it's a very broad spectrum of places where they'll put your ad. So United States, people in or regularly in your targeted locations. So United States is here. English, select audiences. So for this is an audience targeting campaign. We're not using one of the audiences with this sort of campaign. I'll show you what we're doing. So we don't want that. Okay, it's off. Good. All day. Good, good, good. Okay, I'll sit there. All right, so what it did is it went to my domain and it crawled all these like potential keywords they could use within the campaign. Not sure why it says San Diego. I'm not in San Diego, but obviously we're just using my domain as an example. So deep sleep or whatever your domain would be here, and it would show you example keywords. So this is the sort of campaign that we're running. Basically, a campaign based entirely on your competitors' keywords. The idea of keyword advertising outside of your audience is really, like, let's say I have CBD sleep gummy product that I'm promoting, right? That's my business. If I was doing a CBD sleep aid, CBD sleep gummy, those sort of keywords, those are the people searching for those keywords, it's a very wide spectrum of people that are going to potentially search for those keywords. And a lot of them, the majority, are not necessarily customers. They're not necessarily going to buy from you. So the buyer intent isn't quite there, right? Like, so I search for CBD sleep gummies because I'm doing a marketing video, right? Like, this is one example, but there's all kinds of searches, and there's bots that are searching those sort of keywords, and it's a very, very wide spectrum of potential searches that are they're never going to deliver any sales, right? When you focus in on your competitors' keywords, there's buyer intent, right? So again, I'm saying a CBD company, whatever it might be. So let's look at our swipe file, right? Good old swipe file. We put all that work into it. So we have, these are just some of the major brands in my industry as far as it's related to CBD products and CBD sleep products, right? So one potential keyword would be Charlotte's Web. Okay, that's obviously a children's story movie as well. So that might not, that might come up with a lot of people searching for the movie. However, people searching for a particular brand or a particular product is going to deliver usually much better conversions than a typical keyword campaign. So let's just take a look at their website. I believe they have sleep products. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. Decline offer. Out of here. Let's go ahead and put that. Potential keywords. We're gonna go. CBD for sleep gummies. That might be an okay keyword. That's a little bit more targeted, but so let's see here. Definitely test this to see. So Charlotte's Web. Something I would definitely include. charlottesweb.com. Okay. Again, that's not quite as targeted as we would like it, but Charlotte's Web gummies. Okay. Web gummy. And then web sleep. And now where is, let's see. All right. So for your keywords, if you just have just the keywords right here, it's going to give you a broad match. Ideally, you want to kind of stay away from those as fairly often. Phase match means that the keyword is being used within a sentence, and then an exact match would be a near exact match of that keyword, right? So Charlotte's Web, we could do a broad match for that, sure. Broad match for their website as well. Phase match, let's go ahead and do, I need a grammar correction. So let's go ahead and do a phase match for these. And then sleep, because that's much more targeted. Oops. You want, when searching for a Charlotte's Web sleep product, we obviously want that to be, fairly targeted. Whereas Charlotte's Web, that could be a pretty broad range, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to add all these keywords, run this for a few weeks. We're going to see what people are clicking on and what's converting, and then optimize it from there. sometimes what you do, if bigger budget or a larger campaign, you can just create a list of keywords, create one set of broad match, one set of a phase match, and then one set of what is it, the exact match, right? And then A/B test that. This is just a more targeted way to go about it. So let's see here. Okay. We're really going to search for this, but let's see. Yeah, something like that. So yeah. Yeah, so you can test out all sort of variations with these and kind of see what's going to get you the best results. But what we're doing is your competitors' keywords. Ideally, your competitors' keywords for an exact product that for whatever you're advertising, right? So let's just say I have a landing page that's for my sleep gummy. Now, if I'm selling other products that aren't sleep related, or it might be, you would ideally want to have your direct competitors, major brands, and then their actual product name included within the keywords as well, just because that can get really that's about as targeted as you can get outside of the audience targeting that we're doing. But that's not always possible, right? Because there's not going to be enough people searching for that sort of product potentially. But you want to include them wherever you can. So is there a broken page? Let's take a look at. What's the other brand on here? Okay, Joy Organics. That's a big one. Okay, shop. Let's see if their search engine's working on it. Heck out of here. That's funny. Their search engine pulls up a bunch of blog articles. It's not really pushing people's sales. Okay, well, let's just go ahead and look at all their CBD products. Broad spectrum, Delta 9, and these guys have a lot of stuff. Okay. Dog treats, bath bombs. CBD gummies for sleep. Okay. Okay, so same principle as the last website, right? Organics. Organics.com, right? Yeah. Organics. Gummies. Organics. Gummy. Organics. Sleep. Okay, variations like that. And then, kind of go down the list here. But okay, now let's look at the some of the other brands here. I know Moderna is a big site, so let's take a look there. Now, if you have a keyword tool, again, Ahrefs is a valuable tool in this where you can just enter in their domain and look at all their keywords, but getting keywords that contain their brand name. So you can do Moderna, and then search only for keywords that contain their name, but these are going to be close variations. So let's see here. Benefit. Okay, that's good. They got a little separate thing here. Sleep. Good. So these guys will probably be good because I'll have a lot of different products. Okay, perfect. Let's go and open these up. So even though these products are a little bit, these aren't gummies perhaps, but it's still a very related product, right? CBD, sleep aid. So sleep type gummies. There you go. Bam. So when someone searches for sleep type gummies, you want ad to show up, right? So if someone's searching for something super precise, so imagine the difference between someone searching for CBD sleep gummies, right? Again, it's pretty broad, whereas someone is actually searching for sleep type gummies, which is a actual product name. There's more buyer intent in that, right? Again, it's not guaranteed that all the people searching are going to necessarily be buyers, but the buyer intent is much higher because they're searching for a particular product, okay? I would actually probably do a few variations of this. So I'd say maybe that one, and then have all three in there. Yeah, all three of those. So because that's a exact product of what I would be selling in this example. You have, again, the CBD might be an issue here, so I'm not going to have that as a separate word in there, but we'll just go ahead and keep that as a broad match. It's just, those good night capsules, boom. Capsules might be an issue. I think We might have some issue there. Restful night drink mix. Okay. We have review. Try all these variations. Again, this is something where you would run the campaign for a week or two and you would see what keywords are kind of getting the conversions, right? You know, obviously starting off, you want to kind of get it as targeted as possible, but, you know, adding some bit of broadness to it is not going to hurt you too much. So what we got? Restful night, drink mix. Okay. That's probably pretty good for Moderna. Let's take a look in there. I have Jordan expressing. Let's see. Oh, Green Roads. Let's do those guys because they don't have a CBD in the domain, so it won't be too much of an issue with adding their name to the campaign. Obviously, this is that's a big pop-up. Okay, jeez, good. And that's it's good. Good pop-up there. Definitely gets your attention. Sleep soundly. There we go. Take a look here. Boom. Okay. Good stuff here. Sleepy Z's gummies. Actual product. Good. Okay. Yeah. Brand name before I forget. Green Roads. I do a phase match. Search. Okay. And you can do the variations here. So you can have a broad. You have probably phase match here. Okay. Depending on how big, I'm guessing they're not going to have that many searches for this sort of product, but you could have Green Roads, Sweet Sleep Oil, or Green Roads. You know, what's the other one? Green Rose Sleepy Z gummies, right? But I think that's probably not going to have a huge amount of searches. So sleep capsules, I think they're going to have an issue with that, but let's try it. We do Green Rose Sleep. Yeah, sure. Okay, that's pretty good. Moderna's good. Going to do these guys just as one last one. You get the idea, right? So you're going through all these major brands that we've collected in our swipe file, and we're looking at their products and adding those sort of product keywords to our list for better buyer intent. Boy, these guys got a lot going on. Really have to enter my email addresses to verify my age? It's silly. Okay. 148 results. Gee whiz. Okay. Good. Okay, sleep synergy. There you go. It's good. All right. So yeah, the CBD. So let's try and see if they allow that. Just I know with Google, they can be. If you have CBD anywhere in the wording, it can give you a hard time. So we'll hold another video on that. And we don't do that. Okay, so these are the sort of keywords. Obviously, add as many as you can. This is another one of those things that's a bit tedious, but you can get much better results from your searches, much higher conversion rates. So you really kind of have a lot of high buyer intent across the board here. If you wanted to test more broad keywords, more than welcome to add. You'll see what's working, what isn't. Just in my experience, the more targeted you can get with the actual product names and kind of building everything off what your competitors are doing, you'll get a lot better conversion rates. So let's take a look at it. Right now, as far as coming to the ads, let's put a little made up thing there. I have some stuff that pulled from my website, so that's obviously not going to apply here. We're doing a CBD sleep gummy aid, but okay, so you have headlines we do here. I think this is a 15, I think. It's a lot. All right, so you have 15 potential headlines that you could do on here. So where do we go? Our good old trusty swipe file, right? So if you're having, we said, was it 25% off is the coupon that works best, right? Well, that's an end of summer sale. That probably wouldn't always apply. So this one. So we'll do one. You want to have your company name there, but and then your product name would probably be a good one for one of these as well. But this is good. You want to, if you were interested in kind of pushing a sale, this isn't always what you did, but these are people that haven't, they're shopping for another brand. So pushing a coupon could definitely be a good option to have here. So 25% for first order, and we're just digging through our ad copy. Okay. Boom. Good. Experience a better way to sleep. Just cut this there. Good sleep. Good. Well, it's exciting. Your wellness journey starts. Some variations. So you can see the process here. It's not the most exciting thing, but it's once it's done, it delivers great results. And your main keywords want to have those capitalized. What search terms are made out of? Have all your capital investments. Okay. So you can see the examples here, the different variations. As we have more and more of this, it will show the different potential headlines. Okay, so. So, yeah, 15 headlines, you get the idea of that. And then you want to do 4 descriptions. These are just longer. Variation. It's just good. It's good. Then you want to kind of have it close to the max is 90 characters. If you don't have it, potentially have white space on there. That's you want to avoid that as much as possible. Again, it's not an absolute, but do. Okay. So you get pretty good your ideas here. So I would say, add all 15 headlines if possible. If not, that's okay. And then you can add another description there if you wanted. So that's 4 descriptions, 15 headlines. Should give you an idea of what's working and what isn't. I would say also, have a look at the keywords that you're targeting. So if someone's searching for, let's see here, sleep tight gummies, right? And this could be something you want to test starting off, but if that's a particular product that has a lot of searches, that word sleep tight is going to be at the forefront of their mind, right? Like, so if you have that word sleep tight in your ad copy, it's going to be noticed more because they're primed already for that wording. Gets a little complicated, but not really so much. But so whenever you're possible, have a look at these keywords and include them. Obviously, don't have your brand, your competitor's brand word within the ads, but sleep tight, right? That could potentially be a good word to include. So if they see that word, they just search for sleep tight gummies, and then sleep tight. Yeah, it just becomes more recognizable to them. It stands out a little bit more. Try it. It's one of those things. So sleep tight. Right. Means maybe not that one. That's kind of a weird. Get sleepy Z's. Consider adding that as well. So just one of those things to sort of test out for yourself. It's just it's kind of old school advertising. So there's all kinds of additional things you can do with the ads. You can add site links to other parts of your pages and whatnot within the ads. There's all sorts of details that can definitely be helpful. But this is really kind of the core sort of marketing that you would be doing. Finding your competitors' keywords for particular products that are very similar to yours, or just your competitors' keywords, kind of depending on what niche you're doing. I would say that when you're starting off a new campaign like this, add as many as you can. Run it for a few weeks. That's really kind of the testing period. See what's actually delivering results, conversions, not clicks, actual conversions. If you're getting a lot of clicks, no conversions, get rid of it. So we're always based on actual sales. And so the more you can hone in on the actual products and these keywords, higher the buyer intent, the higher the conversion rate, okay? So yeah, just to recap everything, we have campaign running, display ad, targeting, well, three different display ad campaigns with responsive display ads in it and regular display ads, regular image ads. One's targeting your customer base, one's targeting your subscribers, one's targeting your 7-day website visitors, okay? So those are three campaigns there, and then we have a separate campaign for search, targeting competitors' keywords, mainly the product keywords with a high buyer intent, okay? So those are 4 potential campaigns that you could run. They would be very successful. Generally, the customer base is kind of the main one to go after. That usually delivers the highest conversions. However, the keyword campaigns have actually delivered really good results. So the additional bonus here is you're getting a sale, but your competitor is also losing a sale, right? And I mean, that's big. That's a really huge advantage that you have. A bit cutthroat, but it's an option for you, right? So your competitors are losing a customer, you're gaining a customer, so that's an additional advantage, right? So these are definitely the sort of campaigns that you want to run. Outside of these search campaigns, I really don't. If there's not enough audience, or if there's not enough of your competitors, like you have a really unique product, that you might consider kind of branching into other things. But we looked at that website; it had like 500 top CBD brands, right? So there's a ton of potential keywords, and there's a lot of competitors out there that with similar products with it that you can gather information from. And if you want, you can look into AdWords or one of your SEO tools and look at those domains and kind of see what specific keywords you can add. And this is something that you can really optimize ongoing. So if you're looking, if you're running this campaign for a while, and let's just say, the restful night drink mix is getting the most conversions, right? Okay, let's do one for a restful night. Let's do one for a restful night drink. Let's do one for, so just add more and more restful night sleep aid, and different variations of that. Or Green Road Sleep. Let's just say, all your Green Roads keywords are doing really well, okay? And the other brands aren't really delivering that much in the way of conversions. What do? We add more Green Roads keywords. We add more variations. We add, different options to it. So it's across the board. What we're always doing is we're looking at the results and we're optimizing and we're improving ongoing. So week by week, you're getting, more and more sales in the door, and that's really kind of how you kind of dominate your space. So yeah, that's about it for Google Ads. I didn't create video, or I didn't really cover anything for video advertising, but the same principle really applies. If you have a lot of, I would only suggest that if you had a good amount of video content that you had created. Don't create videos just to have ads running. If you already kind of have videos that you're using for other stuff, definitely consider running it. But I've just found more success with the display ads and the responsive display ads, and then this sort of campaign where you're targeting your competitors' keywords. That's really what you should be focusing on. And yeah, I think that's about it for Google Ads, and I will see you on the next one.